o'clock and I'm at work. Here I come. WTOL.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm the producer of WTOL Weekend Morning Shows, and I am the producer. I put the whole show together that you see every weekend morning.
We're listening to the monitors all night long, and we've got a lot of people on our team. And this is Logan. He's doing a lot of editing overnight. You've been to a fire, and what else?
2 fires and a crash. A lot of editing to do.
So I'm not going to bother him, but we're going to look over his shoulder. This is our editing system, and he's working hard to get everything on the air, right? By 6:30 this morning. Good job. You smell like a fire. Sorry, buddy. It's just about 5:30. Melina is our anchor today, and she's in this morning. What you doing this morning, Melina?
Well, we're going over all the scripts for this morning in the 6:30 show, so making sure we have everything that's most up to date, everything that was breaking overnight at the top of the show, going over teases. Right now I'm reading a story about one of our kickers about an app that helps you pick the perfect pair of jeans, so if you're interested in that, you'll have to tune in for that one. But we have a pretty good show, a lot happening overnight. So,
and this is all stuff we talked to Haley earlier.
Yep.
She wrote all this, so now you're
Yep.
reading it over and you're just double checking everything and
Yep.
adding some things if you needed to. But really, the conversation now is between you and Haley working
Yep.
as a team, right?
Yep, we're working as a team, going over, like, if anything else would come up in the next 25 minutes, we'd have to change the top of the show, change headlines, things like that. So we have weather first, though.
Ta-da!
So that won't change. So we'll see you all pretty soon.
All right. Good morning to my photographer buddy Troy. Hey, Troy.
Hi.
So bright and early, isn't it?
It is very early.
You're just walking in the door. Show me what we have to use when you run out for a story.
Well, we use these cameras here.
What's it called?
It is a JVC.
Right. Tell me what you did in college. How did you get this job?
Well, I went to Bowling Green. I studied media production studies with a minor in journalism, and I was an intern here for a couple months, and then got a job. So.
And what's your most favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job is probably doing the sports. I don't do it as much anymore, but doing like Big Board Friday and stuff like that. So.
And working with Kelly.
Yeah, and working with Kelly. That's right. That's right.
Okay, now it's makeup time. All right. Makeup's done. Take a look at this. This is something that we use. It's called our IFB, or an earpiece. And so that I hook this on to my jacket. And that allows me to talk to my producer or listen to what she has to say. And I can talk to her through my microphone once I get into the studio. And I can listen to the entire program through this little earpiece. All right, let's get back and do some forecasting. So now I take all of the science I was researching earlier when I got here, and I need to transfer it to the maps that we will use on television. So we make all of our maps. We have a special computer program that does all of this for us, and you can recognize this hour by hour. I make all the maps, so I put them in a rundown, and Haley, that you met earlier, tells me exactly how much time she will give me in each of my weather segments, based on how much news we have or how much severe weather we might have, and really all depends on the day. And then, of course, once we get all the action happening, those weather graphics will go into back into where our director's booth is, and I will stand here in front of this green wall, and all of those maps will appear behind me, and you will see them at home. I will see them here in this monitor. So we'll check it out once the show runs. Okay, I got work to do. We have a lot of jobs to do even before the news starts. Now I'm doing radio. You can hear my voice on a lot of different radio stations around Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, and we use a program called Audacity, and I'll let you hear me record my morning weather. How about that? Early showers move through quickly this morning, leaving roadways wet and slippery. Skies clear for Sunday with that high pushing to 50. A wind advisory is in effect through the early part of the day with winds 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting up to 50. For WTOL 11, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Kelly Heidbreder. Make it a great day. And that's how you do that. 6:13 on the clock this morning, getting ready for our broadcast. Our camera guys and girls are in the studio. Tell me your name and what you do.
My name is Brandon. I'm an engineer. I mainly run the camera.
Tell me all about your camera.
This is camera 2. This is the main camera shot that we get the main anchors in.
And then you also help me over here in the weather center too, don't you? You
I
have to
do.
run over
yes.
here.
So another thing is we got to make sure the camera here at the weather wall is lined up properly to get the proper
All right.
height.
Why don't you go stand
adjustment.
out there for me, Brandon? What do you think?
Sure.
Oh, I'm not going to touch the camera, but you look great, Brandon. Now come back here a second. Now, not a lot of studios have camera operators, but this is an amazing thing because you can really move with me, can't you?
Right. Yeah. It's nice to have cameras like this that you can move around freely and get shots any way that you can do it, as opposed to having robotic cameras that you can only do very little with.
It's almost like a video game. So tell me a few things
Right.
on your camera.
Well, this one here, we just got to make sure everything is lined up
So it's level.
properly. Yep.
And what are those handles you have? Tell me about those.
Well, just hold on to the camera here. Got my focus here. Make sure your shot is in focus
Okay. Yep.
and zoomed up properly.
Zoomed up on this side.
Yep.
Toggle switches.
Yep.
All right. You ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm ready
All
to do
right.
this.
Now I have to get ready, right?
That's right.
All right, everybody, the lights are on. Logan has taken his location. Got the mic on, just did a mic check. And Logan, now you changed jobs. What are you doing now?
Running the prompter with this big button here.
Okay, and the prompter,
To
we're
go
gonna check it out. Ooh.
forward, backward with the.
Alrighty. And he basically is working hand in hand with Melina, who's getting ready to get on set right now. And this is what Logan was talking about. I'm turning you around so you can see the prompter that the anchor reads off of. And I gotta get ready for my forecast, so see you in a couple more minutes. Bye. You get to watch us. We're on set, you on the desk. We're gonna talk here in a few seconds.
Don't say anything. I'm gonna ask about how much weight they've lost so far. Is that okay?
So everyone's watching this video at home. You and I get a chance to take a breather
Yeah.
and we figure out what we're gonna say when we're done with this, right?
Absolutely. Figure out how we're going to kind of transition into the break. We have to kind of smoothly transition out of this and into talking about the burning snowman. In
Oh,
Fort
that was so
Clinton.
much fun. I've done that before.
You
That's a
have?
blast.
I've not seen it, but I know Vondelin was there, so we'll get to check out what she has to say. And
Yeah.
this is kind of what we do during like packages. We might be talking to the producer or,
Yeah.
hey, this story's floated. Oh, we got to change this. So you have less time. So during the stories, we're actually like constantly
working, aren't we?
hearing what's going on and seeing what's happening to
Yeah.
make sure we stay on track because everything has to be timed. So the first half hour has to be completely on time.
You
so
got
we
it.
can't be over.
Alrighty.
That is pretty awesome. So speaking of strengths, how much has this round of folks lost so far? A lot,
Anywhere
right?
from 20 pounds up to almost 100 pounds. You saw one of the competitors in that video, Neil Hayden. He's from Blissfield. And he was running around the track. I don't want to say how old he is, but I would say he's one of our elderly competitors. He's lost over 90 pounds.
Over 90
since
pounds.
October.
Since October. Wow. Well, coming up, we will have more on your weather and more on saying goodbye to winter at Port Clinton's annual Burning Snowman Festival. We'll take you there coming up.
Good job.
Yeah, that was good.
On to the break.
Go.
Good morning, everyone. 6:30 on this Sunday, and the rain showers are moving on. We're going to see those temperatures climbing up to 50 degrees. We have a wind advisory for you this morning, so watch for that. We can see winds clocking up to 50 miles per hour. Sunshine on the way. We're looking for a great day today. More sunshine even into tomorrow. Rain is coming back in the forecast. We'll check it out in just a few minutes.